friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jenna Maxwell. I'm a kinesiologist from Vancouver, BC, and I'm going to lead you through a core workout today. So everything that you need is just yourself and a mat if you have one. Otherwise, just follow along on your carpet or whatever surface is comfortable for you. I'm going to give a few modifications as we go through this workout. So if you are somebody that feels your hip flexors or your lower back when you do core work, I just want you to pay attention when I bring those things up, because it might be better for you to just tone it down a notch just so that you're activating your core properly, okay? So we're gonna all start together on our knees or our toes in a plank. So the way I like to set up my plank is elbows right below the shoulders. I like my hands together. Some people like their hands just flat on the ground. And then from there, I want you to draw attention to your lower core. If you're feeling totally fine on your knees, I want you to pop up to your toes, okay? So just kind of test that out. We're going to hold for a whole minute here to get the core started. So as soon as I pop up onto my toes, the timer is gonna roll. I will give you a 10-second countdown when I am going to close the exercise, okay? So everybody up to knees or toes. Find those lower abs, and we're off. Here we go. Head lined up, shoulders back, pulling that belly button into the spine. Check in that your feet are hip distance apart and that your hips aren't way up in the air. Nice and controlled, so just keeping those core muscles really pulled in, belly button to spine. If you need to drop down to your knees at any time, feel free. We're coming into our halfway mark right now. So just take a couple deep breaths, go to your happy place, and just breathe. If you're shaking, that is great. That just means it's working. We've got 20 seconds left, so I just want you to focus. Pull your core in, focus on your breathing, and we're going into our last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to your knees. All right. Taking a deep breath. So that kind of got everything all fired up. Okay, so then we are coming up to our hands. The thing I want you to focus on is a tiny little micro bend in your hands. You're then going to focus on keeping your shoulders over your wrists. Okay, I don't want you to be way back here. Okay, so shoulders over the wrist. Notice my body's in a straight line. We're going to go for 30 seconds, alternating knees into the chest. Okay? Timer starts right now. Here we go. Nice and slow. Get those knees into the chest. Try to keep your head all lined up. I don't want your head down here. Look forward to the edge of your mat. Pulling that belly button into the spine. Focusing on your core. If you start to feel your hip flexors or your back, I just want you to hold the plank. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Relaxing. Okay, don't hate me. We're coming back to your forearms, okay? We are going to be doing 30 seconds. So if you found you were comfortable on your knees, stay holding the plank here. If you felt like you were fine on your toes, we're going to go up with our hips and then bring them back down to neutral. Okay, so that's up as high as you can with your hips, and then back to neutral. So again, if you're feeling like the knees are the place to be, stay there, just hold it. And if everybody else feels good, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. We're bringing those hips up, and then we're bringing them back down to neutral. Bringing those hips up, bringing them back down to neutral. Okay, we've got 30 seconds. Nice and slow. Challenge yourself to get those hips right back to where they were in that plank and as high up as you can go. Pull those abs in. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Perfect. Okay, so we've significantly warmed up your core here. I'm going to get everybody over on their back. Okay, before we do anything, I just want you to pull your lower back into the floor. So you know how we have that arch in our spine? Let's pull the lower back to the floor and tighten up your core as if someone's going to punch you in the stomach. No one is, But just imagine you're bracing those abs. Poke on the sides of your tummy and notice if your core is activated. Okay, so right above your hips, you can kind of feel tightness right where I'm poking my fingers. So let it go, pull it back in a couple times just to feel what that feels like. And then once you've got it, let's bring the feet up to here. I'm gonna challenge you to drop your heels down and pull them back to neutral. Okay, so keeping your lower back glued to the floor, we're gonna pop the heels down and bring them back to neutral. Okay, we've got a full minute of this. So here we go. Down, pulling back. Focus on your breathing. Don't go too low that your lower back is gonna come off the mat. Okay, I want you to focus on those core muscles, pulling everything into the floor. Try to breathe at the same time. That is the trick. And we're almost halfway here. So you're going to start to feel things add up. If you start feeling your lower back, I want you to just take a little rest here and relax until we do the next exercise. Okay, so keeping it going. We've got our last 15 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, perfect. Letting your feet fall to the floor. So coming into your upper abs here. Hands are behind your head. A lot of people think about crunching from their neck. I want you to think about crunching right under your rib cage. So you're exhaling all your air out of your diaphragm as you come up, and you're trying to tuck your rib cage into the center of your body, okay? So initiate the movement with your rib cage. Big exhale, ready? Here we go, big exhale. 1, 2, all the way to 30 seconds with this one, okay? Getting those core muscles fired up. Breathing all that air out. Leading with that rib cage, trying to come up as high as you can while pushing that lower back into the floor. All right, we've got 15 more seconds. Feel those core muscles. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, okay. We have 2 options for the next exercise. Okay, we're getting into our obliques now. So option number 1, cross one leg over and you're bringing your opposite elbow up to your knee, okay? Exhaling as you go, and then we'll switch at 30 seconds and do the other side. Option number 2, you're coming right up into a V-up like this, and then you're gonna come back down. Okay, we're focusing only on the one side. So it's right up onto your bum, and then back down. Okay, so ready? Here we go, and we're off. We've got 30 seconds, all on one side. Pull those abs in. Think about using those core muscles. You've got this. Breathing. Perfect. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Okay, perfect. Give it a quick second of rest to reset your side. And when you're ready, we're going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Second side. Pull those abs in. Getting into that other side of your body. Breathing. You're going to feel everything starting to crank up a notch here as your core gets tired. You've got this. Pulling those obliques in. Focusing on your breathing. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, hopefully you guys are still having a good time. Okay, we are going to go through just a few more exercises, so bear with me. Coming into that plank again, so back where we were. Okay, I'm going to give you a modification though. If you're feeling like you're a little bit out of your comfort zone at this point, I want you to hold the plank right on your knees just like this. Okay, focus on the micro bend in the elbows. If you're still with me and you're feeling ready for the challenge, you're going to go knee to opposite elbow. Okay, we've got 30 seconds. So ready, on your mark, get set,
Here we go, 30 seconds. Knee to opposite elbow. Do not lock your elbows and keep those shoulders right over your wrists. Pulling those abs in, holding that core tight. Focus. We've got our last little bit coming up here. Hang in there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay. Last exercise of the day. Okay? Coming into a side plank. So option is on your knees. Hips go up, hips go down. One leg extended. Hips go up, hips go down. Level 2. Or feet stacked, hips go up, hips go down. Okay? The only thing I want you to make sure you're doing here is making sure you're contacting the floor every exercise, so you have to reactivate all of those muscles to come back up off the floor, okay? If you're not touching the floor with your hip, go down a level and do it properly, okay? On your mark, get set. Here we go, we've got 30 seconds. Pull those abs in, kiss the floor, pull it back. Kiss the floor, pull it back. Get that organized, pull it in. Perfect. Feeling those obliques, all the muscles on the side of your body. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Other side. Okay, so just make sure that you're doing the same variation as you were doing the first round. On your mark, get set, and here we go. We're off. 30 seconds on the other side. This is our last exercise of the day. Pull those abs in, feel those obliques, and we're getting there. Kissing the floor with that hip. Every single rep, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting. Thank you for joining me today for 10-minute abs, and I'm so excited to have you as part of my community. If you want to see more videos like this, comment below, subscribe, and share with your friends if you thought this video if you thought this video was helpful. Thanks for following, you guys. Have a good day.